Hey guys, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Happy birthday, Aries. Happy springtime. Hello, fire signs. This entire video is for the fire signs, so I'm going to be starting off with Aries, sun and rising signs. If you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in any of those placements of your sun or rising sign, or both, whichever, these messages are for you guys. Happy birthday, Aries. Once again, happy springtime. I hope you guys had a good goodbye to the winter. It'll come back around eventually, but I hope that this winter from 2023 to the beginning of this year in 2024 has taught you something and that it has grown you in some way, shape, or form. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and pull a few cards here, and I'm going to try to cover finances, love and romance, or just your relationships in general. I don't want to say it's just love and romance because I feel like love, it pertains to all relationships, friendships, family, what have you, and romantic partnerships. So I would say whoever is on your mind, definitely listen to this, but I don't want to say that because there could be someone that the universe really wants you to pay attention to or to look out for. So it's just general love messages, so it could pertain to anybody in your life in particular. But we are going to cover that briefly, and then we will get some tarot cards pulled to clarify those oracle cards. So it's not going to be much of a tarot reading where I'm going to be pulling from the tarot as much. I'm going to be pulling mostly from the oracle and using the tarot to clarify the oracle decks, just to find out if there's any zodiac signs, sun, rising, that you may need to look out for or focus on, what have you, within these certain circumstances. So what we're going to do first, we're going to start out with your general messages of what Aries season, Aries, sun and rising signs, okay? This is for Aries for this portion of the video. We're going to talk about, first off, what energies are coming out for you during your season, Aries, sun and rising signs, okay? And just pretty much what you can expect. What is some guidance that the universe has for you guys for your season? So let's go ahead and jump into it. Aries, sun and rising signs, universe, source, spirit guides, please come before us to speak to the sign of Aries, sun and rising signs, for the placements of Aries, sun and rising signs. My beautiful Aries tribe, sun and rising signs for Aries season of 2024. What are some messages of guidance, advice, and encouragement that you have for them for Aries season 2024? Let's see here, Aries, for their general messages. Let's see. I don't know why my face and my nose wants to start itching a little bit. So there must be something that someone needs to hear or someone is expecting to hear out of this message, Aries. So I don't know. Some of you guys may have a moon in Sagittarius, or you were born under a new moon, which is pretty significant for some of you. But you have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So for those of you who are doubting that there is any luck in your life, or that there is any amount of luck waiting for you, or that there is any luck on your side, that type of attitude will block you. It will block that. Any good experience that you want in your life, Aries, sun and rising signs, if you have more of a pessimistic attitude towards a certain situation turning out in your favor, some of you guys may just end up being surprised, like, whoa, I did not expect this to go as well as it did. But others of you, there's a block, there's some type of a block here. Some of you guys may have, you may need to tap into your Sagittarius energy if you have that in any of your big three placements, or even in your Venus, or even in your Jupiter. Check that out. Others of you, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius in your life who is very supportive, and they can, you know, they may know some people, or they may know some things that you need to know. They can educate you in a certain profession or a certain position or a certain topic. But this is also, I see, about your emotional expansion here. Okay. So how you feel towards this situation, I feel, is expanding. So if you had more of a pessimistic attitude towards someone or something in your life, Aries, Sun, and Rising signs, in your season right now, you're feeling a bit more optimistic about it, or you're not feeling as melancholy. You're not really feeling as depressed or distraught or distressed about it. I feel like that is being alleviated for you emotionally. Anytime I see a moon energy, that is your feelings, your heart, your spirit. Okay, so spiritually, emotionally, Aries, Sun, and Rising signs, I do see that there is some type of relief you are feeling at this time towards someone or something. Therefore, your perception and perspective of this situation is creating that good luck energy and mentality in your life. But again, others of you, you just might be surprised at how lucky you actually are in your life, or when it comes to this certain experience or situation. Bottom of the deck, we have new moon in Libra, which is your sister sign. And it says a new romantic cycle begins. So what is interesting is that these scales kind of resemble this arrow, this bow and arrow. So some of you guys, your moon sign or your Venus or your rising sign may have, maybe you're a Sagittarius in one of those placements and this other person's a Libra. I don't know. But what I'm getting here is that there's with this eclipse that's coming up in like 24 to 48 hours, you guys, there's some huge change in your romantic partnerships. Now, when it says a new romantic cycle begins, that seems positive, right? That seems pretty awesome. However, this cycle may come with challenges, unexpected challenges. Now, if you're already in a relationship, Aries, or if this is maybe a friendship that is going to turn into a romantic partnership, and if this is not romantic necessarily for you, and this is more family or friendship-based type of energy, type of love, I do see that there may be some challenges that you and this person or these people are overcoming. And that is what's going to kickstart Aries season for you, between you and this person, or you and, you and these people, if there's a circle of people or a family situation going on. So that is what I'm getting for you in general, but I'm feeling big time romantic vibes. So for those of you who are looking for romance, or you're looking for a new relationship, or maybe if you're in an existing relationship, Aries, Sun, and Rising signs, and you're looking for, you're just kind of maybe looking to turn over a new leaf with this person. Maybe you guys haven't been getting along, or you're just kind of looking for something to refresh something, or to renew something in your relationship, or to completely say goodbye to a certain cycle in your relationship and move on to something new within the relationship that you're already in. With this person, I do see that there is a lot of positivity with this situation. So there is some healing that's taking place. So you may realize, Aries, that your person or this person is starting to level up a little bit. Maybe not as quickly as you would like them to be, or not as much as you would like them to, but you're seeing some improvement for some of you. Or if you're single, and maybe even single for a while, or maybe newly single, I don't know. You're feeling a bit more optimistic about dating and putting yourself out there, okay? Or you're feeling more optimistic when it comes to making new friends or connecting with old friends again. So I see that there are some of you Aries, sun and rising signs, you may have been in a bit of a dark place to a certain degree, or you've been kind of hiding yourself for a while. And you're going to end up emerging or coming out of this in Aries season, or your season, should I say. Also, I'm saying, when I look at romance, I also feel that you are romanticizing your life again, or there's a new chapter with that, especially with Libra energy. It's like, you know, dressing, you know, maybe with you and your kids, maybe you have a day where you guys go out and you just have a day just full of love and adventure and fun with your kids, you know, with your family or with your girlfriends. You guys create an event or a girls' or a guys' day, you know, friends night out, whatever. If you're older and you may want to have a nice, beautiful dinner or breakfast or brunch with your parents or your grandparents, aunt or uncle, cousins. Again, it doesn't have to necessarily be sexual or romantic. It can be just you romanticizing yourself and your life and enjoying beautiful love with those you are in platonic relationships with, and just enjoying them and them enjoying you. Okay, Aries. So you may be reconnecting. Some of you guys may be reconnecting with people you haven't spoken to in a while, or taking a trip out to see someone that you haven't seen in a while. Or this is, again, this is you and your romantic partner, or a brand new romantic partner in the works. Okay. All right, let's see here. Aries, sun and rising signs. We're going to pull one more card for your general messages, and then we're going to jump into money and a little bit more of love and romance. Okay. For Aries, sun and rising signs, for their advice and guidance for Aries season 2024. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, you have been, so again, some of you guys definitely have Sagittarius in your chart, or maybe there's a Sagittarius in your life who has given you some advice recently, or you've just been researching the zodiac for some of you and Sagittarius really stands out to you, or there's someone that you look up to who may have a big placement of Sagittarius in their chart somewhere, or they have a number of placements, and they really do inspire you, or you're just inspired by the energy of Sagittarius. And if it's not Sagittarius specifically, again, it's expansion, it's wanting to travel, wanting to do new things, fantasizing about certain things that you never thought you would ever have the opportunity to do. But you're like, no, I'm going to create the opportunity. It's like there's a sense of excitement for you, Aries. Some of you guys just want to get on a plane and go somewhere. You want to take a trip someplace you've never been to, or maybe take a trip on your own for the first time. Maybe working abroad, studying abroad. But it could be that the weather is changing as well, because it's springtime, depending on where you are in the world. The weather is changing significantly, and you can feel the vibrations of the earth. You can feel the energy of the insects, the birds, all of the animals, the trees, the flowers, the grass. You smell the energy of springtime that your zodiac brings to all of us. And it kind of, reverberates throughout your being, and every cell of your body is just like, it's time to take off. It's time to buy the plane tickets. It's time to change work environments. It's time to quit your job. It's time to spice up your relationship with your partner. It's time to hang out with your friends and do some cool shit with them. You know what I mean? Or just doing some really nice things for yourself. Maybe you want to remodel your house, revamp your house. There's a lot going on, and I feel like it's very positive for you, Aries, sun and rising signs. And if this is a romantic partnership, again, it's that same energy. It's like you may have a lot of thoughts and ideas about, this is what I want to do with my husband or wife or my partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, fiance, whatever. You have all these ideas of how you want to enrich both of your lives, materialistically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, whatever. There's a lot going on in your mind, about different ideas that you have about how to enrich your relationships with other people. in your life, or just brand new people. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before we get into your career and finances or your money resources, Aries, okay. So what I'm getting from the cards now is you're recognizing your soul tribe. You're recognizing who sees you as much as you see them. You're recognizing your soul kin, your soul family. And they might be people that you've known for a long time. They might be brand new people. And as this soul tribe is formed, and it's currently forming in your life right now, Aries, sun and rising signs, you might start to see that people that you thought were going to be there or be present in your life for the long term are no longer available to you, or you no longer available to them. And you start to see the exits happening, or you starting to exit their lives. And it's nothing to take personal. It's nothing to take personal. Some relationships, they just end because on a soul level, there's just nothing left for you to learn there. It's now time for you to move on to other lessons and other experiences and other opportunities. Does that make sense? So you are expanding, Aries, sun and rising signs. You're expanding. It's very beautiful. And there are those of you, you may end up coming across a soulmate or someone, a part of your soul tribe that you end up dating or marrying and having children with, whatever it is that you guys choose to do when you get together. Yeah, this is really good, Aries. I'm just seeing nothing but positivity. I feel like this is for everyone, honestly, all of us who are entering the springtime. There's a lot going on in the world right now where maybe not all of us are enjoying this time, but I'm just speaking on a soul level to you, Aries, right now. For those of you who need to hear this, luck is on your side. You are entering a brand new chapter, a brand new cycle. Enjoy it, learn from it, learn as much as you can, study it, you know, embrace it, get lost in it, because you're about to generate energies that cultivates a better foundation for relationships for you, Aries. Okay. And while we're on relationships, we'll go ahead and pull one more relationship card for you guys. This is not necessarily a relationship oracle deck, but I'm using it to speak to that. Okay, and then we're going to briefly get into your money, resources, finances, and career. Okay, so sorry guys. Now, for Aries, sun and rising signs, Aries, sun and rising signs for their relationship messages, their guidance and insight into their relationship messages for Aries season of 2024. Let's pull one card for you guys. Okay, guys, let's see. Freedom. Okay, so yeah. So Aries, you are soaring high. You, like I said, get lost in the goodness that is being presented to you this season, your birthday season. Free yourself from any baggage that is not yours, even if it's your own baggage. You know, work on freeing yourself from any cage, any prison, or any type of baggage that people have placed on your shoulders, or any box that anyone has tried to place you in or lock you inside of. If there's a relationship where you feel boxed in, if there are friendships where you feel like you can't truly be yourself, you can't truly expand the way you want to expand, those may not be relationships that stay for the long term, or there may be people in your life who make their exit so they can move on to growing and enriching their lives before they can come back into your life and be a part of this soul tribe. So again, you may see some people exiting your life quietly or dramatically. I don't know. Depends on that person. And then we have divine timing. So yes, it takes time. Don't rush this. Do not rush this, you guys. Okay. All right. So now we're going to pull some cards regarding your financial resources. And then we'll pull some tarot just to clarify really quickly all of these oracle messages that we have here. We're almost there, you guys. For Aries, Sun, and Rising signs, for their career, finances, and financial resources. For Aries season 2024, what messages of guidance and insight do we have for Aries, Sun, and Rising signs for their financial resources, career, and finances for Aries season of 2024? Let's see. All right. Dreams of abundance. So yes, Aries, you may have actually been having dreams of the life that you want to live. You may wake up with a brand new idea, answers to questions that you've had, solutions to problems that you've been dealing with. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down, Aries, okay? Pay attention to your dreams. What symbolism, what symbols, what beings are visiting you in your dreams when it comes to your dream job, when it comes to how you make money? What colors do you see in your dream? Or dreams, if you have multiple. There may be some recurring dreams that you're having is trying to remind you of something or trying to push you out of a certain mindset when it comes to your job and how you make money. Some of you guys are being pushed in your dreams. You're being pushed to leave your job, or you're being pushed towards a specific position. You may have a dream that's telling you in a symbolic way you need to move cities, move states, move countries, whatever it is that pertains to what you're going through. Pay attention to your dreams, you guys, okay? Some of you guys may actually end up hermiting for a while and kind of going into a quiet retreat, you know, not really, you know, talking about, maybe not saying out loud to people what your plans are, just kind of planning quietly and in silence. So that way you're not distracted by people's opinions or advice. You just kind of want to follow your own intuition when it comes to how you make money. You guys may end up landing a job that pays you really well, but you don't say anything right off the bat because you just don't want the noise from the outside to distract you from what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. All right, let's pull one more card, you guys, and then we'll jump into the tarot really quickly. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here, Aries, is the universe is saying you are ready. You're ready. People don't think, there may be some people who are going to be so shocked at the decisions that you end up making. You may end up breaking up with somebody or stop talking to somebody or whatever. And it may shock that person like, oh, I didn't know that's how you felt. Or, oh, but that could be because these people weren't paying attention to the energy that they were giving you. And if they were, maybe, I'm not saying everybody that you talk to or everybody you stop talking to will be shocked. They may end up making an exit for whatever reason, and that is okay. It shouldn't be anything personal. If it's personal to them, all well, right? But I don't think it'll be personal to you. At least I hope not, Aries. Some of you guys have children. Some of you guys' children are in your future. Others of you, when it comes to your career, you are meant, maybe not meant, but you aspire to be a teacher. Everything that has occurred in your life was not meant to break you. It was meant to grow you. It was meant to toughen you up, Aries. So if you're looking at your past and you're like, why did this happen to me? Why does this, you know, why can't I have this? Why can't I have that? Kind of change your perspective, y'all, because everything happens for our highest good. And there was some things that we go through in life is because we're meant to teach someone how to go through something, because they're going to end up meeting that challenge where we met that challenge at some point in our life. And you might end up being the one, Aries, to guide somebody or a number of people through their hardship, because you've been there, done that, right? But others of you, if this is more on a like materialistic level, some of you guys are actually can look into becoming college professors, elementary school, high school, middle school teachers, tutors, any type of teacher, right? You have, maybe if you want to open up your own business or offer services to tutor or teach, that can also be something that you look into. All right, so we're going to clarify all of these oracle messages with one tarot card each, and I'll give you a short message for that, and then we will be done with your reading, Aries. Clarify these cards, spirit guides, for Aries, sun and rising signs for Aries season 2024. Okay, some of you guys are dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a Sagittarius. Yeah. Also, I see Scorpio and Pisces. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. What do you love most? What do you love most? The Two of Cups is not just romantic love. It can be, because that's in your future. For those of you, if you're in a relationship or not, love is in your future. You are meant to connect with the right people, connect with your soul tribe. If this is an existing relationship, you are going to get closer and closer and deeper in love with these people. Friends, family, romantic partner, whatever. You're going to grow close to these people. Others of you, you're kind of waiting on something financially. You may be waiting on a message or an email or a phone call or what have you, but just be patient. Divine timing is on your side, so don't worry. Yeah, things will move so much smoother for you. The waters may have been choppy for a while, but you're moving into calmer waters, you guys. The more you work on releasing and freeing yourself from whatever bondage you find yourself in or have found yourself in for the past few months to the past year, you will see that you actually have control over your own waters. Do not allow anybody to cause ripples in your waters. That is your realm. That is your palace, right? That this is your home here in yourself. Don't let anybody cause ripples in your water. Kick them out, right? You're stronger than you give yourself credit for, Aries. You are more capable than you give yourself credit for, okay? Happy birthday again. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy. I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Aries. All right, Leo. Leo, sun and rising signs. Happy springtime, happy Aries season. This message pertains to Aries energy. Aries energy and Aries season. I meant to say Aries season, but hey. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, Leo, sun and rising signs. We're going to pull oracle messages. This is your oracle messages. I will pull some tarot just to clarify the oracle messages really quickly towards the end. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull two oracle messages, Leo, sun and rising signs for Aries season 2024. The first, we're actually going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the first two are going to be your general messages of what you can expect, guidance within Aries season. Just kind of a summary of Aries season for you guys, Leo, sun and rising signs. And then we're going to jump into a relationship card. We're going to pull a card for your relationships in general. And then we're going to pull two cards for your career, finances, and your money resources. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and jump into it, Leo, sun and rising signs. Let's see here what Aries season has in store for you guys and what messages of advice and guidance the universe has for you guys. Universe, source, spirit guides. What messages of advice do you have for my beautiful Leo tribe, sun and rising signs for Aries season 2024? let's see here for Aries season 2024 for Leo, Sun and Rising signs. Messages of guidance, encouragement, and insight. Let's see. Let's see, Leo. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So let's see at the bottom. Yeah, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. All right, Leo. So I guess, Leo, to some degree, this could be making sure you're checking yourself at the door kind of a thing. Just making sure that before you walk into a situation, before you walk into a conversation, make sure that you kind of take a few breaths first. You may be feeling very confident at this time, which is great, but we do have an eclipse coming up, okay? So whatever it is that you feel you are in control of, whatever you feel you are in control of at this time, especially when it comes to your relationships, because we do have this eclipse in Libra, you may find that you don't have as much control as you thought as far as the external experience within a certain situation. You can only really control your reaction to the external experience. You know what I mean? So be aware of the energy that you're bringing to, you know, into the room a little bit, because there may be some people around you who may cause some ripples in your peace. You know what I mean? They may not be in sync with what you're trying to bring. You know what I mean? And you may not be in sync with what they're trying to bring. It's like, I'm feeling like for some reason, some of you guys, Leo, Sun and Rising signs, you may find that there may be some clashes going on. And you may not mean to cause that, right? And these other people, the other parties involved may not mean to either. It's just, you know, the way the planets are set up, you know what I mean? May not feel so kumbaya kind of a thing. So, and even if you're not dealing with that type of energy, Leo, still just make sure that you're meditating, even if that meditation looks different for everybody. I'm not saying you have to be sitting down with your legs, you know, crossed, you know, with your eyes closed and singing Om, you know, for like 30 minutes. I'm not saying that. You can do that if that's what you know, doing yoga, all that is amazing. But for others of you, meditation may look completely different. Whatever meditation means for you, that kind of calms your mind, calms your nerves, centers you, grounds you, do that before you have a conversation or before you walk into a situation. If there's a situation where you're not really sure, you know, how to gauge the energy, you know what I mean? Again, stop yourself and just really think about, okay, I'm not really sure what I'm walking into, so let me just, you know, just kind of be quiet for a while and just kind of observe from afar if you're able to, or just go within myself and just kind of ground myself and just kind of walk into this just calm, cool, and collected. That way I'm able to observe when I get into the situation and, you know, find out exactly what I'm dealing with. So this is kind of what I'm getting so far, Leo, Sun and Rising signs. So don't get in your mind that, no, I already got this. I got this covered. You know, I'm fine. Be careful with that in the season of Aries, okay? Because this is your fellow fire sign, and they're a little bit more like rah, you know what I mean? They're kind of ready. You know, there may be some people who are ready to fight or say something just to kind of nitpick. They may not say it directly to you. You may be witnessing this between other people, okay? And you may realize based on the energy surrounding you that you may need to kind of just zip it and just be like, all right, I'm out of this. I'm going to go to my quiet place. Y'all figure it out. Right? That's just kind of what I'm getting from these two cards. But let's just keep going. We're going to pull a couple more cards, you guys, for the general energies that are coming out right now. So for the general messages, pull one more oracle message for the general energies that my beautiful Leo, Sun and Rising signs can expect or will be dealing with in Aries season 2024. Messages of guidance, insight, and encouragement for Leo's Sun and Rising signs for Aries season 2024. Also, you may have some people who are trying to like nitpick at you a little bit, Leo, maybe through text message, maybe it's somebody at work, maybe it's a significant other, maybe it's a family member, a friend, a neighbor, maybe somebody you live next to, or if you live in an apartment complex, maybe it's somebody who lives underneath you, above you. There may be some things happening where you're just like, I'm just kind of minding my business. And you just, you know, you may be dealing with somebody who don't know how to just mind their business and leave you alone. Again, not the time to like spout off. You know what I mean? Just be like, okay, that's your problem. If you want to be nasty, that's on you. You know, God don't like ugly, as they say. But and it does say practice spirituality, balance spirituality and practicality. So when it comes to your money, Leo, you may have to pull back a little bit when it comes to spending. So you may feel like, no, I really like this. If I don't buy this now, like, you know, I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to be able to find it again. Don't let that get, you know, pull back. You don't need it. If you don't need it, don't buy it. Because you might be getting a little bit squeezed right now, Leo, Sun and Rising signs. You might be getting squeezed financially just a little bit because the universe is like, stop spending money on stuff you don't need. Okay. So you may also be feeling the pressure there. All right. Some of you guys, there are some things in your house that you really need to get rid of, or you just completely need to renovate if you're able to do that. All right. All right, let's see here, Leo. Let's pull one more card for your general energies for Aries season of 2024. Universe source for Leo, Sun and Rising signs. All right, let's see. Okay. So, like I said, don't let any, whatever's going on outside of you, Leo, let that happen outside of you. What's happening inside of you in your realm, on your throne, in your palace, in your life, you have control of that. You have control of your reactions to whatever's happening externally. There could be some Taurus in your chart, some Capricorn, or just Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in your chart, Leo. Or there is a specific person in your life who brings this, who also brings this to your life as much as you do. So this is a blessing. This is a very abundant. You are a very abundant energy, Leo. This is what I'm getting. The universe wants you to continue to cultivate your ground, your soil, your garden for abundance, peace, and contentment. Because, yeah. So Leo, there's somebody here. You got the trickster here. It's interesting every time I see that card. Leo, you got some of you guys may have someone in your midst, or a couple people, could be a number of people in your midst, and some of you guys already know who this is, where you may already have in your mind that you know this person, or that you know what's up with them, or you may need to really connect with your soul to really see through somebody. Somebody may seem more manipulative and deceitful than you realize. Okay. But I think you got it. I think you got this, Leo. But again, don't just think, oh, I got this. No, you may need to really kind of create some distance. And again, if you're about to mouth off to somebody, please hold it. Hold your tongue. If you want to go after somebody and give them the piece of your mind, or you ready to throw some hands, whatever, you ready to take somebody outside, you ready to bash somebody's window in, whatever. They may deserve what you want to deal to them. However, it may not run in your favor. So please be careful, Leo. If there is someone who is a trickster, someone who is deceitful and manipulative, you already know who these people are. Deal with it with grace and dignity. Do not allow your peace to be disturbed, your internal peace to be disturbed. Okay? That should never be your problem. Anyone who brings distrust or unease to a Leo's territory, they're the ones with the problem. When you bring unease to a lion's territory, to a lion's pride, you're the dumb one, not the lion, okay? You're the stupid one. You're the one that, you're overstepping your boundaries. You don't know your lane. That's what that's the kind of feeling I'm getting, is that whoever is trying to disrupt your peace, Leo, for any reason, and trying to make you feel this small, they're the idiots. They're the ones that are, just kind of overstepping. They don't know what territory they've stepped into, Leo, sun and rising signs. So you can give them the business. I'm just getting the universe just kind of wants you to kind of just breathe and just really address it in your brain first. Really sit with it for a minute. Okay? Just really sit with it for a minute before you act. Because this can burn you later if you're not careful. So, yeah. That's what I'm getting. Do not allow, because what I'm seeing that you're peaceful, you're content, you're abundant, but again, there's somebody here who's trying to disrupt that a little bit in Aries season. Okay? So, let's go ahead and pull a relationship card for you guys, Leo. Sun and rising signs for Aries season. Let's see what relationships are looking like for you guys for Aries season 2024. Spirit guides, what relationship guidance, insight, and advice do you have for my beautiful Leos, sun and rising signs for Aries season 2024? All right, let's see here. Ooh. It's too many fell out. Let me see here. Okay. There's two cards that wanted to show themselves, and it was manifestation and emerging. So Leo, you're about to be coming out, blossoming. You are manifesting. When it comes to your relationships, you know what you want. You know how to attract the right person, the right people. Okay? You don't have anything to worry about. And there may be someone in your midst who is watching you emerge. They're watching you come out of your hiding place, coming out of your den, so to speak. But you have support. You do have support, Leo, from who? Your spirit guides, your deity, your God, your creator, your angels, your ancestors, whoever it is that you work with on a divine level. Guardian angel. Yep. So some of you guys, not some of you, if not all of you, you have divine beings looking after you 24/7. They're not about to let this person get away with whatever they're trying to get away with. If there's anybody in your life who, and again, this doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's trying to bamboozle you or trying to steal from you necessarily. This person may just like to poke at you and say certain things that sound like they're being nice, but they're actually being passive aggressive, and they're trying to like poke at your spirit. But it's not going to work. The best revenge is living well. The best of revenge is shining, okay? Blinding people with your lights. People who can't take your light, Leo, like they're just going to be blinded. They're not going to know where up or down, left or right is, okay? So you have a lot of support, Leo. Call on that support before you want to take somebody outside and give them the business, or before you want to cuss somebody out. Just pray about it. I know that may not be For fire signs, I don't think praying about it is like the initial, patience is not necessarily our natural virtue. When I say our, because I'm a fire sign, but it's like, you know, for the fire signs that I know in my life, the first thing is not, oh, let me pray about it. It's like, no, let me cuss you out real quick. Let me tell you about yourself in front of everybody. Everybody's going to understand that you're, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I mean? But again, this is just not the right way to go about it. Okay. And not at this time. Not at this time. Okay, Leo. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to pull a couple more oracle messages for your career and finances and your financial resources. Leo, sun and rising signs. So let's see, spirit guides, more messages for Leo's sun and rising signs for Aries season 2024 for their advice, guidance, and encouragement for their career, finances, and financial resources. Let's see here. All right, Leo, we're going to keep going. Leo, sun and rising signs for their career, finances, and money. Aries season 2024. Okay. Unlimited ideas. Do the work. So Leo, yeah, you have a lot going on up here. You have a beautiful imagination. You have so many ideas, so many concepts, so much to share. However, don't just pray and dream about it. Do something towards it in Aries season. Let this eclipse energy and this Aries new moon push you forward and help you to make your dreams into a reality. Okay, Leo. So whatever you have as a money idea, an idea to make more money, to expand your financial resource, it's time to start putting in the work now, right? Time to start motivating yourself, being proactive in the work needed to live your dream or have your dream job, or, you know, open your own business, or if it's not your own business, have a hobby on the side where you actually make a little money on the side doing something that you really like doing, turning a hobby into a business if you want on the side. Okay, if you have a 9-to-5, that's totally fine. You may decide, like, I want my 9-to-5 to look different. I don't want to be working in this toxic work environment anymore. I want a different 9-to-5, right? That's totally fine. All right, Leo, let's pull one more oracle message, and then we're going to pull from the tarot for your money and finances. Let's see, for Leo, sun and rising signs, Aries season 2024. Okay. Some of you guys, Leo, you're about to write a book, or you really, really want to write a book. You have some really good stories to tell. Maybe there's a book that you did write, but you haven't published it yet. You haven't really gone back to it. You also have options, Leo. So if you're not really looking into the options that are available to you in the workforce, in the job industry, really take this time in Aries season to go on any job app out there that's available to you, and really look at what's out there, how much they're paying, you know, what kind of qualities you bring to the table for these companies. You know, if there was a job a long time ago where you're like, I'm underqualified, you might be actually a perfect fit for it now. So really look into a job app, or ask around. If you walk into a business or a place, maybe you shop at a place, or you love going into a certain company. Every time you walk through their doors, you're like, you know, I love this place. Maybe you should ask somebody, like, you know, what kind of opportunities do you guys have? Are you guys hiring? You know, do you guys need a helping hand? What kind of services do you provide? Can I contribute to that? Really just kind of put yourself out there, Leo. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, okay? And understand the options. And what's interesting, this card does have like the symbol of Libra, of the scales. So this Libra eclipse is really going to help you out when it comes to your work environment, okay? Yeah. Keep working, Leo. Keep doing the work. Don't be afraid. Don't get lazy. Don't become lax. Okay, you have a lot of options, so take advantage of those options when it comes to your work and finances. Okay. Yeah, take your time. But I also see it's time to expand, Leo. It's time to expand. It's time to go after what you want. Focus on what you want. Do not focus on the BS that's happening with these people or this trickster person, okay, who's trying to tear you down, okay? You should just be focused on your goal, on your trophy, okay? Yeah, there's something regarding you. You're going to end up cutting somebody off. You want to rip somebody's head off, so to speak. Like, you're done with somebody because they're acting a fool out here, just showing themselves, just out here, just being a clown. Yeah. It's all going to come full circle. Karma comes around too. So I do see that whoever you're dealing with, Leo, if you're dealing with somebody who's really pushing your nerves, karma's about to come around to them. Yeah. So give it time, Leo. You do not need to try to push this or force this person to see themselves. Let the universe do that. But yeah, and when it comes to, so some of you guys may be dealing with an earth sign here, or someplace at work who's very manipulative, okay? I'm feeling masculine energy, like very masculine. Even if they're a female, they're kind of ruled by masculine energy, and they're hiding something, or they're watching you, but they're a bit, some of you guys are dealing with someone who's very deceitful, but others of you, this person is hiding something and they might be a little bit jealous of you. I really feel like this might be a place of work, or just an earth sign. I feel earth energy if it's just someone in general. But I do see that you have a lot of dreams and aspirations. You are very creative, Leo, and you have a lot going on up here, but you're not really, you got to make sure that you're doing the work to make that a reality, okay? But karma comes around, so make sure that you're careful of the karma that you're creating for yourself, Leo, because you don't want karma to end up biting you in the ass later. Let this person show themselves, and the universe will deal with them, okay? Justice will be served at the bottom of the deck. We got the Justice card. There's Libra. The eclipse in Libra is happening. So whoever needs to be exposed in your friendship, workship, family, romantic, whatever circles is about to be exposed. And you do not ruin it by flying off the handle, okay? Let the universe show their ass. You don't need to, okay? All right, Leo, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Leo. All right, Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. Happy Aries season. Sorry, guys, I'm closing my curtain because it's getting dark outside and we do not need outside energies all up in here. Okay, so Sagittarius. Happy Aries season. Happy springtime. These messages are for Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. These are general messages. Take what resonates, leave what does not. This reading is we're going to pull 5 oracle messages. 2 of them are going to be about your general summary of Aries season 2024. The next card out will be your relationships in general, romance, your spiritual relationships, work relationships, family relationships, okay? Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys didn't hear all that in my mic. And then the last 2 cards are going to be pertaining to your financial resources, okay? So your financial resources, career, money, job, whatever, okay? So Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. Let's go ahead and jump into your messages for Aries season 2024. All right. I'm just going to put these cards over here because I got a lot going on over here. Okay, so Sagittarius, my beautiful Sagittarians. Let's jump right in for Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. Spirit guides, please come before us to speak to Sagittarius. Sun and rising signs for their advice, guidance, and encouragement for Aries season 2024. Aries season of 2024. And for those of you who may not know when Aries season starts, it started mid-March and it ends mid-April. And then we'll be moving into, I believe, Gemini season, I believe. No, Taurus. I'm sorry. I just skipped over Taurus. I am so sorry. Taurus season. We're moving into Taurus season. But right now we're talking about Aries season, Sagittarius. Some of you guys, I don't know why I skipped over that. Usually I'm really good at remembering that. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Gemini significantly, or you have a Gemini in your chart. I really don't know how that happened. But anyway, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. What are their messages of advice and guidance for Aries season 2024 for Sagittarius, sun and rising signs? Let's see. Okay, Sagittarius, so there is something here. Some of you guys have Virgo in your chart. Okay. Specifically for some of you, it's in your moon, but it could be in your rising. Doesn't matter. So if you guys watch this before I post the earth signs, definitely when I do post the earth signs, check out Virgo if you have Virgo in any of your big three, especially if you have Virgo in your sun or your rising sign. So Sagittarius. There is something that the universe is asking you to give here, just in general for Aries season, and I feel like this is on a deeper level. Now, others of you, if this is a relationship, any relationship, Sagittarius, the universe may be asking you to give a little bit more in your relationships. There could be those of you, Sagittarius, where you feel like, well, I need to be given to. I've been hurt. I've been this, you know, what have you done for me lately kind of a thing. But the universe may be like, okay, well, we've given you some gifts recently, or we've given you some gifts in the past year or so. You know, I don't believe the universe does anything for free. That's just my personal spiritual experience. When the universe offers you something, it does expect something in return. It's cycles. You know, we got to cycle things out, right? When you were given something, at some point you got to pass it on, or, you know, vice versa, whatever. So there's something that Aquarius can teach you in this, Sagittarius, where it's all about being more supportive of your relationships during Aries season, or at least learning that in order to enjoy the fruits of your relationship, the abundance of a relationship or multiple relationships in your life, you have to be willing to give. So if there is any part of yourself, Sagittarius, that you're hiding, or maybe you're being a little bit lazy or lax on something within your relationship, the universe is asking that you kind of, you know, give that up. You know, not give it up, but just kind of like share. You know what I mean? Share some things. Share your time. Give your time to the people that you love and care about. If there's something that you need to give to the universe, offering the universe something or some things, just give it up. Offer it to the universe so that it can recycle that energy into another dimension or into another person's life who needs to learn the lessons that you've learned. So you can take this in a very deep, on a very deep level, or you can take this in a very mundane level where it's like you just need to give more to your relationships, support your local community, whatever, you know, give more to your more attention to your children, you know, give more of your time to your spouse or to your friends, your family. Maybe your family hasn't seen you in a long time. and they really want to see you. They want to hear your voice. They want to see how you've been, and you kind of been like, oh, I'm busy, or you haven't been answering the phone or not answering your text messages, and they're just, you know, they miss you. There's some people who miss you, and they want to see you. They want to feel your energy, Sagittarius, and you're more loved than you give yourself credit for, Sagittarius. There may be a specific person in your life where maybe you're just, you know, you're not paying attention to how much they actually care about you and how much they enjoy your energy. You know, you might want to be aware, you know, become aware of that. You know what I mean? Kind of wake up to that. Again, there's some deep healing here that needs to take place, Sagittarius, for some of you. And some things need to be washed away, but you may be holding on a little bit too tight. So if the purifying waters of change have washed over you, Sagittarius, and you're not really, you're supposed to let that water wash things away. But if you're still floating in that water, holding on to things, it looks kind of silly, right? So if there's something that's supposed to be washed away and you're floating around in that dirty water and you're holding on, like, the universe is like, come on, man. Like, let it go. Just let it go. You don't need that anymore. You may have a person in your life, could be a Virgo, could be an Aquarius, sun or rising, or in their Venus or in their moon sign. You may have somebody in your life who has these traits, who is there to help you understand. Just let that go. You don't need that, right? Somebody who's just there to just kind of gently, just kind of take it away. You know what I mean? They're not here to force you, because I feel like that Scorpio energy is just like pull you by the ear, grab you by the neck to like force it out of you, you know, punch you in the stomach real quick. So you know, that's, to me, that's Scorpio energy. But this is more like, you know, oh no, can I just let it go? It's fine. You know, we're not here to hurt you. Just let it go. It's going to be fine. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, from the universe, or maybe this person in your life or these people in your life where they're just like, can you just, you know, you really don't need that. You know, it's okay to let that, to release that, because there's like better things, you know? So that's what I'm getting so far for you, Sagittarius, for Aries season, is a big release for you. Or not, maybe not a big release, but, you know, just kind of gently just being like, all right, I guess I'm done with this. Maybe you might be a bit reluctant to let it go at first, but you're going to shine so bright, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs, okay? I am also saying maybe going out more, but that's kind of weird to say. You're a Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, if you're not going out a lot, what happened? Okay? What happened? What's going on? If you're not traveling, if you're not going on road trips, going camping, doing something, either by yourself or with I feel like a Sagittarius don't be doing, you be doing stuff with other people, right? So if you're in a relationship, or you got a bunch of friends, or you can just get people together to do something, and you're not doing it, or you haven't done it in a while, what's going on? What happened? Right? Maybe it'll show me here in the cards. I don't know, but I don't want to pry too much. But, you know, what's going on? If you've been kind of hiding yourself and you haven't really been talking to your family, and again, some of you guys, maybe you haven't been talking to someone for a long time, like for maybe a few years, and maybe there's those of you, Sagittarius, you're kind of finally facing why you don't talk to these people, or why you don't show yourself, or why you haven't come out of hiding for a while. Maybe you're facing that finally. But if you're not, again, maybe just kind of think about like, why have I been hiding myself? And if you already know and you just haven't said anything, then you already know. So let's pull one more card, you guys, for your summary for Aries season 2024 for Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. Let's see. Let's see. I'm also getting like throwing a party, like inviting people. Again, that can be a way of you giving more, just being like, hey, like, come on over, or going out to go see friends at their place, or if you're invited somewhere, you just go. I just get the sense some of you guys, Sagittarius, you're not really like, accepting invites, or if you are invited, you just don't show up. I don't know where that, I don't know. There's something here where, you know, or maybe it's at work. Maybe there's so much more that you can be contributing at work because you have, maybe you're just really smart, Sagittarius. You have a lot of skill, but you're not really showing what you're made of at work. Maybe this is a time to really, you know, show your team or show your company like, hey, I have a good, you know, amount of skill here. And if this is just a relationship where, you know, again, you just need to give time and attention to someone or something, do it. All right, I'm going to pull one more card out of these two, and then we're going to move on to your relationship, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs for Aries season. So this is for general messages for Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. I'm going to shuffle one more time and split the deck. Okay. Never mind. All right, Sagittarius. So, ahead of you, what you don't see is a lot of beauty and happiness and fulfillment. That's what you don't see. That is what's ahead of you. What you might be feeling right now, you may be in a death state in your mind. You may feel like everything is dark, everything is, nothing matters. Everything is just, you know, dark and dreary. And, you know, some of you guys may be feeling sick. You may be feeling sick, or you might be dealing with an illness, but this is happening, Sagittarius. This feeling that you've had of anxiety, of this energy of death that you've been feeling, and if your body hasn't really been feeling at its best, this is connected. Now, I'm not a doctor, so definitely go to the doctor to get checked out if you haven't done so already. But this is definitely connected to the need to transition to the next chapter in your life, Sagittarius. There's something in your body that is telling you it's time to move, it's time to create motion, it's time to change. Because you staying stagnant and still in your, like, I would say stagnant is making you sick. This change that you are being so stubborn about, you're making yourself sick. Some of you guys are working too much, okay? And you need to give more time and attention to, again, your personal life, adventure, the outdoors, parties, events, going out on a date, taking someone out on a date, whatever. There is the need for stillness, not stagnation, but stillness, to really just let your mind release. Because I get the feeling that some of you Sagittarius, you're a little bit too busy and you're trying to distract yourself from something. But I get that. But what I am getting is, like, you guys are moving though slowly. Like, you guys are coming out of this. But I just get the sense, Sagittarius, is springtime, and what I'm getting from these cards, as in your present, I'm still getting that you guys are still in winter time. Like, you guys are kind of slow, but you guys are winter babies, I will say. So you guys are the winter fire signs. So that is your natural habitat, so to speak. Like, you're the fire in the winter kind of a thing. You're like bonfire in the winter, but it's time to emerge. It's time to come out, right? It's time to enjoy what the spring has to offer, what Aries season has to offer your fellow fire sign. Let's see about your relationships, Sagittarius, sun and rising sign. Let's see about your relationships. Just your overall relationships, romance, friendships, family, work relationships for Aries season 2024. Let's see. For Sagittarius, sun and rising sign, spirit guides, messages of insight, guidance, and encouragement for their relationships. in Aries season of 2024. Some of you guys may be feeling a pause in a relationship, or you're feeling a pause at work. Like there's a lot of change happening at work, or a transition happening at work, and it's really quiet and still. Maybe business is not booming as much as it used to when you first got hired or when you first started working there, and now it's just, or maybe just more than, like less than usual, and you're just like, what's going to happen? Like, what's going on? That can also be what you're feeling right now. And what you don't see, once again, what you don't see is that it's about to change for the better. Okay, I got to show you all this. Surrender and release. And that is Aquarius. Look at this woman with this being, or this goddess or angel with, look at this. Some of you guys, you definitely have Aquarius in your chart somewhere. Look at that. Waters of change, the cleansing waters of change. Let it cleanse you, Sagittarius. Now, again, you could be spiritual growth. Yes. So the occurrences that are happening in your life, especially with your relationship to your work or to your co-workers, your managers, your bosses, your supervisors, business partners, friends, family, romantic partners, whatever. Sagittarius. And your relationship to God and yourself. This is all to grow you. So you may have been very used to your job, working a certain way or progressing a certain way, or your career. But now the universe, especially with this eclipse in Libra coming up, is probably showing you like, hey, you don't have control over this. Change happens. Change happens. And there's nothing you can do about it besides be a part of the change and appreciate it and contribute to it, right? Not block it. Get out of the way if you're going to block it. If you're going to be a part of it, be a part of it, right? So when it comes to your relationships, you guys have an Aquarius, Sagittarius, somebody who has Aquarius in their sun or rising signs, or their moon sign, or in their Venus. But you have somebody in your life who is here on a soul level to help you release and surrender to God, right? This person is very wise. This can be a close friend, a family member, or a lover. This person is very wise. And this person is a healer. This person heals you, okay? Others of you, it's reverse, it's swapped. So you are the one that's the healer in this person's life. You're healing someone. So if there are people who really miss you in their lives, it's because you are a healer, Sagittarius, and you really soothe people without even trying. So you're very important to people in your life, and this is why people feel that they really need you. Okay, so that can be swapped either way. This could be somebody in your life who's healing you and they bring that energy to your life, or it's the other way around where you're the one that is the healer in this circle of people. You're the one that's bringing a lot of change into people's lives. But, you know, take it as you will. Whatever resonates, take that. Whatever doesn't, toss it out. All right, let's go ahead and pull 2 cards for you, Sagittarius. Last but not least, out of the Oracle messages for your career and finances and your financial resources for Aries season of 2024. Let's see here. Sagittarius sun and rising signs for Aries season for their financial resources and career and finances. Yeah, so again, Sagittarius, you're still in this winter vibe, or you're reminiscing about something that happened in the winter, but some of you guys, you're going to feel like it's Christmas again, like there's some type of an event that's coming to you soon. Some of you guys have a hard time receiving good things. You feel like, oh, some of you guys may be going back in time in your mind about your humble beginnings or when you were struggling, and some of you guys may feel, or one of you guys may feel like you need to be humbled, or you need to like go back into that time in your life. It's like you have a hard time just accepting like, wow, I'm amazing and I deserve this. I've worked really hard for this. It's like somebody has said, like, you know, there are some people who don't know how to take the dub. You know what I mean? Like some people don't know how to, they're sore losers. They don't know how to take the L. But there are some people who don't know how to take the dub. There was a fellow Leo who said that, and that stuck with me. And now that's kind of coming out for you, Sagittarius. So if you don't know how to take the win, right? You don't understand how to accept this abundance. That's a huge block, y'all. Like, accept the win. Like, you've worked really hard for this, right? You may feel happy for a split second, but then you start going back to your humble beginnings. And it's like, that's fine, but don't dwell on that. Like, that's where you were. You're not there anymore. So leave that there and you're here now. Like, focus on that. You know what I mean? Some of you guys also need to be careful what you're buying, especially when it comes to food, your cosmetics, where you get your clothes. You need to be more conscious of that. Some of you guys need to change the food that you're eating. So some of you guys may be very inspirational on social media or people around you by, you know, talking about, you know, some people may ask you, you know, where did you buy this? Where did you buy that? Where do you get your food from? And you may, you know, get your food from, you know, earth conscious companies and organizations, and that may be very inspirational to some people who know you, and you know, you may end up turning them on to being a conscious consumer and, you know, being more aware of what they're putting in and on their bodies, right? So that's also a thing. But I also see changing your diet or changing what you eat, changing where you buy your groceries, where you buy your clothes, cosmetics, what have you. But yeah, you guys, like there's a lot of change, you know, some changes that you need to make in your life on a material level and on a spiritual and emotional level. But I feel like you have help here, though. You definitely have help here, Sagittarius. So let's pull one more oracle message before we clarify them for your career, finances, and your financial resources, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs for Aries season of 2024. Be open to receiving, you guys. Your health is also a part of this. I'm getting like big health, like physical health. There's something about charity as well. Like some of you guys want to donate something. You may, Sagittarius, I'm getting the sense that there are those of you who are very charitable and you want to give. You have so much to give and there's so much that you want to give, but there's like a part of you that it's like you're afraid to give. It's like you don't feel like you have, like you're special enough to give anything. It's like you may feel like you're more, there are people more capable than you and you're always the one that feels like you're the one in need of help. But no, Sagittarius, you are a very healing person. You are a healing energy and you have a lot to give. Don't stop yourself. I hope I'm making sense. Yeah, so Sagittarius, when it comes to your profession or your job, or, you know, you guys really know how to give speeches. Like you guys know how to, I also get teacher. If you're a manager or a supervisor or a boss, it's like you know how to manage a big group of people. So you know what to say to make sure everybody is in line, right? You know how to have good conversations. You know how to get a point across. Yeah, and again, you have energy healing here. So some of you guys can open your own yoga studio, open your own studio for energy healing, crystal healing, Reiki. Some of you guys are just natural healers. You don't have to open your own business or anything with that, but you're just natural healers. But don't forget, Sagittarius, that your healing abilities is not, yes, should be used towards other people, but you got to first heal yourself though. But you may find that as you help others heal, you're also healing at the same time. So it's all connected. I hope that made sense, you guys. Let me just pull. We're almost done, y'all. I'm going to just pull these cards and then we'll be done. I'm going to pull these tarot cards to clarify. We're going to start off with your career cards, then your relationship cards, and then your general messages. I'm just going to pull one card to clarify and give you a mini message in closing. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising sign, Spirit guides for Aries season. Clarify these cards with one tarot card each. Let's see here for Aries season 2024. Let's see. I see a lot of growth here though, Sagittarius. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. I really am. Very proud of you guys. It's not easy, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Okay. Yeah, you're hiding. Don't fool yourself into believing you don't have what it takes, especially if you have Aquarius in your chart. Yeah, what are you sad about, Sagittarius? You have a beautiful relationship with someone though. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a Cancer here, but if it's not a Cancer, this is someone who your love with this person transcends time and space. Like it's very deep. It's very spiritual. Yeah. You're having a hard time making a conscious decision, or you just have trouble making a very confident, confident decision here in your life when it comes to forward movement and change. Some of you guys just have a really hard time with change, Sagittarius, and that might just be a really personal issue, maybe a mental issue that you might need to, maybe try going to therapy for or whatever. But yeah, it's time to move. It's time. Some of you guys, you need to move. It's time to create motion in your life. It's time to give. It's time to show what you're made of. Right? Yeah, Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So in closing, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs, it's equal give and take, equal contribution. So if someone or you're on a team, or this is friendship, work, you're in a relationship with someone, if they're showing what they're made of, they're showing you. It's like you show me yours, I'll show you mine kind of a thing. It's kind of like that. You have to show yourself. If someone's just bearing themselves to you and you're just like, yeah, I'm not really comfortable doing that. How can you expect to grow in that relationship? Or, you know what I mean? So if you're trying, if you want to grow in this relationship, if this is just one person or when you're at work, you got to show what you're made of. Okay, so if you have somebody or a group of people showing what they're made of, it's time for Sagittarius to start coming out and emerging and showing their beautiful colors, their beautiful feathers, their beautiful flame, right? Don't sit here making yourself sick and hiding yourself and being, putting yourself down and self-sabotaging. Get the work done within yourself, so that you can come out and shine bright, Sagittarius, okay, during Aries season. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, fire signs.